Hey everybody, welcome to Interview Block. In this video, we'll be covering the question, remove all adjacent duplicates. So the question gives us a string and it wants us to recursively remove all the duplicate characters that are adjacent to each other. For example, in this given string, we can see that this character C has a duplicate and both of these characters are adjacent to each other, and hence we'll be removing these characters. After removing these characters, our resultant string will be A, B, B, D, 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 and F. So in this resultant string, we can find that this character B has a duplicate value and both the characters are adjacent to each other. Hence, we will be removing B and B. So now our resultant string will be A, D, 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 and F. So in this resultant string, we can see that the character D has a duplicate and both of these characters are adjacent to each other. Hence, we'll be removing both of these characters and our resultant string will be A, D, and F. Since we do not find any duplicate characters that are adjacent to each other in this resultant string, this particular string will be our answer. So hope you understood the question. Let us now see how to solve this problem. So to solve this problem, I will be requiring an auxiliary data structure that helps me keep track of the latest visited character. So for this purpose, I'm going to use a stack. So in this case, I'm selecting a stack because stack has the last in first out property, which is called as LIFO. And using this property, it can easily keep track of the latest character that we have visited. So let us now solve this case to understand the purpose of this stack. So now I'm going to traverse the characters of the string one by one. First, I'll be visiting this character A. Now, since my stack is empty, I'll be adding this A to my stack. Next, I'll be visiting this character B. Now, I'll check if this A is equal to my B. Since they both are not equal, I'll be adding B to my stack. Next, I'll be visiting this character C. Now I'll check if the top element at the stack, which is B, is equal to this C. Since they are not equal, I will be adding C to my stack. Next, I'll be visiting this C. Now I will check if the top element at the stack is equal to this character C. And since they are equal, I will remove this C from my stack. Now the top element in my stack will be B. Next, I'll be visiting this character B. Now I will check if the top element in my stack is equal to this character, and since both are B's, that is they are equal to each other, I'll be removing the element B from my stack. Now the top element in my stack will be A. Next, I'll continue to traverse my string and now I will reach the character D. Since the top element in my stack is not equal to this character D, I'll be adding this D to my stack. Next, I'll continue to traverse my string and I will reach this D. Now I'll check if this D is equal to my top element in the stack. And since they are equal, I'll be removing this element D from my stack. Now I'll again continue to traverse my string and I will reach this D. Now I will check if this top element in my stack is equal to my character D. And since they are not equal, I will add this D to my stack. So next, I'll continue to traverse my string and I will reach this F. Now I will check if the top element in my stack is equal to this character. And since they are not equal, I will add F to my stack. Now, since I have traversed all my characters in the string, the characters that are currently present in my stack will be my answer. That is, my answer will be A, D, and F. So our function has to return this string as our answer. So hope you understood the problem. Let us now try another test case. So in this case, our string consists of characters AA, BB, CC. So first, I'll be traversing the characters of the string one by one. First, I will have the character A. I will check if this character is equal to the top element that is present in my stack. Since there are no elements in the stack, I will add this A as the top element to my stack. Now I will continue my traversal. I will reach this character A. Now I will check if this A is equal to my top element in the stack. And since they both are equal, I will be removing this A from my stack. Next, I will continue to traverse my string. Now I will reach B. So since my stack is empty, I will add this B to my stack. Now I will again continue to traverse my string. I will reach this B. Now I will check if this B is equal to my top element in the stack, which is also B. Since they are equal, I will be removing this element B from my stack. Next, I will again continue to traverse my string. I will reach this C. Now, since my stack is empty, I'll be adding this C to my stack. So I will again continue to traverse my string. Next, I will reach this last character, which is C. Now, I will check if the C is equal to my top element in the stack. And since both of them are C, we will be removing this character C from the stack. Now we can see that we have finished traversing the entire input string. Hence, we have to return the characters that are present in the stack. And since our stack has no characters, the output of this particular test case will be an empty string. So this will be our output in this case. So let us now discuss the complexity of our solution. So the time complexity of our solution tends to be big O of n, where n is the number of characters in the given input string. So why is our time complexity big O of n? Because we are traversing all the characters that are present in this string, and hence our time complexity tends to be big O of n. The space complexity of our solution also tends to be big O of n, where n is the number of characters in the given input string. So why is our space complexity big O of n? Because when the input string contains no adjacent duplicate characters, all these characters will be added to the stack. Hence, our stack will also contain n elements. So therefore, our space complexity tends to be big O of n. Consider the case where our input string consists of characters A, B, and C. In this case, there are no adjacent duplicates present in the given input string. Hence, all the characters A, B, and C will be added to our stack. In this case, our stack also contains n characters. Hence, our space complexity tends to be big O of n. So hope you understood the problem. Let us now implement it in code. All right. So we got our remove all adjacent duplicates function defined, which takes in a string. So my first step would be initializing an auxiliary data structure that I'm going to use here. That is, I'll be using a stack here. So I will initialize a stack. Now I'll be traversing my input string for character in string. First, I'll check if my stack is empty. If not, len of stack. That is, if my stack is empty, I'm going to insert that character to my stack. So I will say stack dot append character. Once my stack is not empty, now I will check if my character is equal to the top element that is present in my stack. If both of them are equal, I'll be removing that element from my stack, that is stack.pop. If they are not equal, I'll simply add that element to my stack, that is stack.append the character. At last, after traversing the entire string, I'll be returning the characters that are present in my stack. So I will say dot join of stack. So this solution has a time complexity of big O of n and a space complexity of big O of n, where n is the number of characters in the given input string. So why is our time complexity big O of n? Because we are traversing the entire string to find the string after removing all the adjacent duplicate characters. So our time complexity tends to be big O of n. So why is our space complexity big O of n? When the given input string contains no duplicate adjacent characters, we will be adding all these characters present in the string to our stack. So our stack will contain all the characters that are present in the string, which will lead us to a worst case time complexity of big O of n. So our space complexity tends to be big O of n. So hope you understood the solution. Let us now test our solution. So I'll just copy it. So this is LeetCode problem number 1047, which is remove all adjacent duplicates in a string. This is the same problem that we discussed right now. So the input is A, B, B, A, C, A. Here first B and B are adjacent to each other, hence they will be removed. And next A and A are adjacent to each other, so they will also be removed, and hence our output is CA. So what I will do is I'll just paste our solution here, and I'll be saying return remove all adjacent duplicates of yes. So now I'll run this code. Our solution got accepted. Let us now submit our solution. So our solution passed all the test cases. Hope you understood the problem. Do subscribe and check out our channel for more videos. Thank you so much.